Hi guys, I'm Felix and welcome to Anime Oh Oh Yeah. はじめまして、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。Basically, I am the YouTuber of this new YouTube channel, and my channel will primarily feature seasonal anime previews done by me. Hopefully, many of you guys will find my videos enjoyable and useful. And before we get started, as I mentioned in my disclaimer, I do understand different people have different tastes, and I do respect everyone's choice. So it's perfectly fine for anybody to love any genre, any anime. And all my words in my videos are merely personal opinions. So if you do not agree with me, it's fine, but please do not make any personal attacks to anyone, including myself and any other anime fans who come here to watch my videos. So now, let's get started. If you are an otaku, this show is a dream come true time for you guys. Denpa Kyoshi, presented by A1 Pictures. Basically, it's just about an otaku who stays at home all the time, and his sister gives him a new job at a high school to be the teacher of that school. Then he uses all kinds of ways to solve problems for his students, and accidentally, he gradually builds up his own harem within that school. Wow, sounds very fascinating for those otakus, right? Exactly. So if you are otaku, this is a dream come true show for you. This is a must watch, just don't miss it. For this show, I don't really have a good promotional video, but normally what happens is I will put a promotional video before my commentary preview. So yeah, next up, High School DD.
DD ボーン2015年4月オンエア
High School DD, boom! Wow, actually, this will really change the title into High School DD Booms, because this is all this show is about. It's all about booms. Yes, it's a typical harem show and has a lot of ecchi shots. Yeah, a lot of ecchi shots. So if you are not into ecchi stuff, just skip this show without a hesitation. But if you are a fan of harem, especially a fan of ecchi shows, this is just a must watch for this season. You just cannot miss it. And actually, one good thing about this show is that this anime does not blur anything. So if your reaction time is fast enough, you will be able to get some wonderful screenshots when you are watching this anime. Anyway, some of you may be very hesitant to pick this show because you may think, well, harem shows don't have good plot. Wait, do harem shows have plot? Okay, most of them maybe just don't have a plot. But surprisingly enough, this show, High School DD, actually has a quite interesting plot. Yes, I mean plot and plot. I will give you a brief description about what the plot is about, because the plot is actually quite interesting. This anime successfully integrates magic, worlds, demons, and booms together in a very harmonic way. So basically, once upon a booms, our main character Mr. Booms lives happily at his school, and there are a lot of pretty booms. But unfortunately, he doesn't have any booms to be his booms, until one day he meets a booms and she wants him to become his booms. And actually it turns out that that booms is a booms and he gets boomed by her. Luckily enough, he is saved by another booms, and that booms decides to make him her booms. And after that, he meets a lot of other booms and his exciting and booming life continues. This plot doesn't really help much, does it? I guess it doesn't really help. But yeah, this is the plot, and if you are into Harem show, this is definitely a must watch for you. But before you pick it up, keep one thing in mind, this show is a season 3. You have to start from season 1, even though harem shows don't have plot, but this show does have some plot, so I still recommend you to start the show from season 1 so you can understand the relationships between characters better.
目を閉じるだけでいつもあの光景が思い浮かぶ。大切な友達、仲間、家族の笑顔、そしてその家族を吸血鬼に殺される光景。ミカー！そしてここから世界の滅亡と吸血鬼、天使、悪魔と僕らの戦いが始まった。世界を切り開いてみせる。
Wow, what an epic promotional video. I mean, just by listening to the background music, many of you may already have a name in your mind, and yes, you are right. The composer of this anime will be Sawano Hiroyuki, the genius composer in Japan that is also the composer of Kill la Kill, Guilty Crown, Shingeki no Kyojin, and Anoa Zero. I mean, his music in Shingeki no Kyojin makes him popular worldwide, and last year he also did a great job in Anoa Zero. His music in Anoa Zero is the only reason that keeps me watching this show, despite a large percentage of its plot does not make sense. And this time he's partnered up with Tsuraka Yuta, another very experienced sound director. And he has been in this industry for over 20 years, and he only does one job, and that job is sound director. He is the sound director of so many well-known anime. Tsuruka-san is the sound director of most of the Q&E productions. He is the sound director of Fullmetal Panic, K-On!, Free, Kano, Air, Clannad, Suzumiya Haruhi, and Chunibyo. And he also works for other studios as well. He is also the sound director of Exo World, Samurai 7, Saki, and Monogatari series. I mean, after hearing all these big titles, there's really no need for me to say anything more. Yes, Tsuruka-san is an extremely experienced sound director, and this time, when we put Sawano and Tsuruka together, when we put these two men together, I'm really expecting them to bring us something fascinating. And this is the best part of Owari no Seraph. And now let's put the music aside and look at other aspects of this anime. If you take a look at the staff list and seiyuu list, you will find out that despite of having a quite strong seiyuu combination, our director of this anime, he is actually quite new to the industry. This time is his first time to be in the position of a director, so his capability is still a question. And if you talk about the plot, well, even though I haven't read the original manga, but I do know the basic plot of this manga, and it's not that interesting. Basically, In 2012, the world comes to an end due to a human-made virus, and vampires start to emerge from the underground world and start to hunt for humans because they want to drink their blood. Our main character, Yuichiro, lives with his friends, and he considers his friends to be his family members. In an accident, they are attacked by vampires, and his best friend sacrifices himself in order for Yuichiro to escape. Yuichiro escapes, but he thinks all his friends are dead, including his best friend. So he joins a special anti-vampire unit, and he wants to dedicate his life to destroy all the vampires and seek revenge against them for murdering his family, until one day he finds out that his best friend is still alive and now he is a vampire. And our main character simply goes, "What? How can this happen?" Well, of course this is gonna happen, Mr. Main Character. The only reason that you have no idea about the plot is simply because you have never read a manga before. If you have read one, you should know this is a very cliched plot. In fact, the plot of this manga is so cliched that it's not interesting at all. So I think this cliched plot may become a fatal weakness of this anime, even though it has an amazing music crew. I am a bit skeptical about this show, and I'm not as hyped as some of you guys are. I will say I'm only moderately anticipating this anime. Well, I will give the first episode a shot, but if the first episode does not spark my interest, I think I may drop this anime.
ここは確か俺あいつと階段から落ちてなんだねえ俺あいつになってんじゃねえかなんで入れ替わっちまったんだ知らない知らねえってお前つか何見てんだよだって股間に変なものがついてるんだ人のもん勝手に見るんじゃねえこれどうやったら取れるのかしら取れねえよそれよかどうすりゃ元に戻れるんだ方法ならわかる私たち階段から落ちたのキスしたあそっかじゃあ早速キスだええキスよ知らないもちろん知ってるけどよ試しにしてみましょうマジかよおおマジで戻りやがった私たちキスで体が入れ替わるんだすげえじゃねえかええだから山田君もう一度してみるお前優等生のくせしてとんだ破廉症になってたバカじゃない朱雀高校の魔女伝説他にも俺たちみたいなやつがいるってことかだから魔女を探すんだわ魔女はみんなきっと山田君に見つけてほしいと思ってるだって私がそうだったもの山田君あなたは私の世界を変えてくれたあなたにしかできないことがあるあなたにしか救えないのよだとしたら俺は何を望んだんだいや魔女になっていけばわかるそんな気がする山田君と7人の魔女俺は知りたいんだ自分がなぜこの能力を持ったのかを
Let me share a secret with you about how to identify a harem anime within 1 second. For every harem anime, there must be an anime poster, and for those harem anime, basically the producer will try their best to hide the main character from being seen by the audience. They will try to put the male main character at the very end or at the very side of the poster. So if you spot a poster that has a lot of girls in the middle and there's a guy squeezing at the corner, no need to think twice. This is a harem anime. You can use this method to spot a harem anime within 1 second every season. It works most of the time. Well, actually every time. So here, lucky for you, harem fans, another harem show. This harem anime, Yamada-kun to Nanani no Macho, is basically a school harem comedy and has a, well, also very interesting plot. Basically, our main character, Yamada-kun, is a very normal high school student until one day he got himself tripped over and fell onto the prettiest girl in his school. And he accidentally kissed her and their body got swapped. Well, I wish I can swap body with others like that. I guess I can't. Anyway, when he woke up again, he's now in her body, she's now in his body, and a very interesting romance story starts from here onwards. So yeah, everything starts with a kiss. Some of you guys may ask me, are they going to kiss a lot? Yes, they will. Yes, there is going to be a lot of kissings. I mean, the funny thing about this story is that actually it turns out that that girl is a witch, and actually there are 6 other witches at his school. Wow, what a coincidence! The only way to activate this witch's ability is to kiss them. Yes, you are hearing it correctly. You have to kiss them. Wow, that means a lot of kissing. That literally means a lot of kissing. I mean, if you think about Date Alive, in that show, you only have to kiss a silly once to seal her power. But in this show, you have to kiss a witch to activate her power. Just imagine how many kisses will we have. So yeah, if you are into Boom's High School DD, if you are into kissing, Yamada-kun, this is the show for you guys. And if you are into Pants, don't worry, Pants fans, I didn't forget you because I'm also a fan of Pants, and we do have a Pants show this season. For this season, we also have the new season of Gintama and season 2 of Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works. If you have never heard about any of these two, you must be new to the world of anime. Really, there is no need for me to do any detailed previews on these two simply because these two anime already have some very loyal fans who will simply watch everything that comes out. These two anime are masterpieces of their genres. Gintama is a hilarious comedy and Fate Stay Night is full of visual impacts. So I can confidently recommend these two anime to all of you. And you just won't regret for spending a couple of 20 minutes every month to watch these two anime. Every once in a while, there is always a show that has an intriguing tagline that makes you really want to watch it. And now, I present you Punchline from MAPPA. And on their official Twitter, there is actually a tagline which says, "If you see pants, the human race may perish." Wow, that sounds very interesting, isn't it? I mean, I'm definitely for this show. Because I just heard pants. But well, that's not the main focus of this anime. Oh, maybe it is, who knows? But I mean, look at the visuals. The visuals actually looks quite promising, and some of you may say, wow, this visuals looks very Trigger. I mean, yes, looks very Trigger. The Trigger studio that we all love. And actually, technically, you are half right. Because Trigger is made up of ex-Gainax stuff, and you look at the stuff list of this anime, they all used to work at Gainax too. So technically, yes, you're right. They are completely from the same animation heritage. So I think we can expect some similar visuals like Trigger style, even though this anime is not made by Trigger. So I think we can have a relative high expectation for this show, especially since this show will be aired on Notamina, and we all know Notamina is all about being creative. Well, I'm thinking about puns all the time now. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna give this show at least a shot to see whether if it is interesting or not. What is a harem story? Well, it's all about an unpopular guy who just happens to have all the pretty girls in his school fall for him. And then, what is a shoujo story? Well, I think it's all about an unpopular girl who might not be all that pretty but just happens to have the most good-looking guy in her school fall for her. And this season, we have Ori Monogatari, a story that is definitely not a harem but is not a typical shoujo either, because this story revolves around an unpopular but muscular guy. This guy, Takeo, he is 2 meters tall and he has a weight of 120 kilograms. Even his name, Takeo, is a very muscular name in Japanese. And, well, he looks gentle, but he is not very popular. So if you are tired of watching your typical good-looking bad boy who secretly has a soft side to him in shoujo stories, this one will be a refreshing start for shoujo fans. And this anime is made by Madhouse Studio. Kyoto Animation, Madhouse Studio, and Production IG are my top 3 favorite anime studios. The reason why I love Madhouse Studio is simply because it never fails to surprise me, and this season, this show is definitely something surprising. Actually, I believe this very special shoujo story may surpass everyone's expectation and may become something surprising. So if you are a shoujo fan, this is definitely a must-watch for you this season. Okay, that's the content of part 1 and see you in part 2.